Alright guys, how y'all doing today? I'm going to do a video on my 2022 Can-Am Maveric. I just recently had a 3-inch lift kit installed. It's the spring spacer. I couldn't find any videos of this install online for my particular model, so I'm going to give you guys a walk around, show you what it looks like, and you can kind of go for a reference. So overall, there's not much of a noticeable difference in the stock height and the 3-inch riser. I get about 2 inches, 2 7/8 of an inch of a rise, so it's not quite a true 3, but you can notice it in the front more so in the back. It does sit a little bit higher. Here is the spacer itself. So I did not install these because I didn't have the equipment. I didn't have the spring compressor, and I just didn't want to risk losing a finger. But this is the spring spacer on the front, and this is the one on the back. So that's what it looks like when it's installed. Relatively easy install, I believe. Like I said, I just didn't have the compressor, and I didn't want to risk damaging my shock, strut, or my fingers. So I had the shop installed. I just got it back today now. And including this, I am also going to be installing 34-inch tires on this rig today. So I'm going to show you guys also what that looks like after I get them installed, before and after. So again, that's with a 3-inch spring spacer lift kit from, I believe it was UTV, Super UTV. $289 for the spring spacer lift kit on a stock Maverick 2022, and this is the Turbo RR 64-inch model. So that's what it looks like with the 3-inch lift. And then once I get the rims and tires on there, I will also show you guys what that looks like. All right guys, rims and tires are on. And as you can see, huge difference in height and the way the machine sits. I have almost 2 feet of ground clearance now, and which is a big difference over the stock model. Again, this is the Maverick DS Turbo RR. It's a 64-inch model. And so I chose to go with 34-inch Tusk Terrabites. These are all-terrain tire. They're not too aggressive, but they're not a softer tire for like your sand dunes and your sandy terrain. They're supposed to be good for basic trail riding, some extreme rock crawling. It really just depends on what you're doing. But these are 34 by 10s, and they're sitting on a 15-inch lethal fuel rims. I got these from Amazon for about $1,700, which wasn't a bad price. I don't know how the blue is going to hold up. In a few months, I might make a review video on that to see how well these rims, you know, if they fade or if the blue comes off. I hope not. But overall, I think it looks really, really good for this particular rig. Like I said, I did go with 34s. I haven't seen too many people go with this size tire yet without a lift. Most people that do these size tires have some kind of a lift or portal, which we just installed a 3-inch. Now, all the way turned, there is your clearance. So I'm thinking that on some trails, with the suspension fully loaded or half loaded, that may very well rub. I'm sure it will, just to see how much. I'm planning on going riding this weekend to try these out, and I will definitely let you guys know how much rub there was if I have to do anything, modifications to the fender wall. But without the rims and tires turned, I still have pretty decent clearing overall from my rock bar to my wheel. So the trail riding that I do, it's not too extreme. It's right there in the middle. I should be okay, but again, we're going to find out this weekend. On the back here, it's about the same between my tire and my suspension there frame. I have about 3 fingers, so a little bit of space to play with. But if I had went 35s, I definitely would have rubbed. So I'm thinking unless you have a portal lift on these particular Can-Am models, 34s is probably about the biggest you can go without a lift, without an extreme lift. This is a 3-inch suspension lift, so I mean, it does sit up remarkably well for this particular model, and I'm excited to see how it's going to perform on your more aggressive trails, rock crawling and everything. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated on how it turns out.